Genesis chapter 6, verses 1 through 4 presents one of the Bible's most puzzling passages. When man began to multiply on the face of the land and daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw that the daughters of man were attractive, and they took as their wives any they chose. These verses spark countless questions. Who are these sons of God? Why are their actions significant enough to be included in Genesis? What does this passage tell us about the world before the flood? The passage continues, describing the birth of the Nephilim. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days and also afterward, when the sons of God came into the daughters of man and they bore children to them. These were the mighty men who were of old, the men of renown. Understanding the identity of the sons of God and the Nephilim is crucial for interpreting this passage. Their story is intertwined with themes of sin, judgment, and the nature of humanity. The identities of the sons of God and the Nephilim in Genesis chapter 6 have been a source of debate for centuries. Two primary views dominate the discussion: the angelic view and the Sethite view. The angelic view proposes that the sons of God are fallen angels who rebelled against God and descended to earth. This interpretation stems from the term sons of God being used elsewhere in the Old Testament to refer to angelic beings, as seen in Job. Proponents of this view argue that the phrase "took as their wives any they chose" suggests an act of rebellion. On the other hand, the Sethite view suggests that the sons of God are descendants of Seth, the righteous son of Adam and Eve. This interpretation emphasizes the phrase "daughters of man," suggesting a distinction between the godly line of Seth and the ungodly line of Cain. Each interpretation carries significant theological implications, impacting our understanding of the nature of angels, the origin of evil, and the events leading up to the flood. To understand the phrase "sons of God" in Genesis chapter 6, we must consider its usage elsewhere in the Old Testament. Job chapters 1 and 2 offer valuable insights. In these chapters, the sons of God are depicted as heavenly beings who present themselves before God. Job chapter 1 verse 6 states, "Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan also came among them." Similarly, Job chapter 2 verse 1 reads, "Again, there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them." These verses clearly portray the sons of God as spiritual beings who interact with God in the heavenly realm. This understanding of sons of God as heavenly beings lends credence to the angelic interpretation of Genesis chapter 6. However, it is crucial to note that the context of Job differs significantly from Genesis chapter 6. While the term sons of God might refer to angels in both books, their actions and interactions vary significantly, requiring a nuanced understanding of each passage. The angelic interpretation of Genesis chapter 6, while seemingly supported by the term sons of God in Job, faces a significant theological obstacle: the nature of angels. The Bible consistently portrays angels as spiritual beings, distinct from humans in their creation and essence. Matthew chapter 22 verse 30 states, "For in the resurrection they neither marry nor are given in marriage, but are like angels in heaven." This verse highlights the non-corporeal nature of angels, suggesting they do not engage in physical relationships or procreation. Furthermore, Jesus himself affirmed the distinction between angels and humans when addressing the Sadducees' question about the resurrection. He stated in Mark chapter 12, verse 25, "For when they rise from the dead, they neither marry nor are given in marriage, but are like angels in heaven." The idea of angels procreating with humans contradicts the biblical understanding of their nature. This theological inconsistency challenges the validity of the angelic interpretation, prompting a search for alternative explanations that align with the broader biblical narrative.